Alright you guys, what I'm doing on this video, I'm going to test and see how this works out for you guys. If you like it, comment in make a comment below, see if this is interesting to you. One of the things I do on Saturdays is I kind of sometimes go back over the charts and say, okay, what opportunities did I miss that were presently there? Because as you know, as Forex traders, when you're in the moment and you're looking for setup, sometimes you get nervous, sometimes you're not sure about something. So I go back and review my charts just to see what opportunities were there. Also, in addition to that, I also want to see how did price action actually react to news events and stuff like that, which helps me to know in the future, if I am in a trade during a news event and stuff like that, how price action actually handled it, and whether which trading system worked best to do that. This is my way of back testing. I only need to go back a week. I don't need to go back 6 months and all that kind of stuff. It don't make sense to me to go back that far. But for me, I go week to week just to check my charts and see, okay, what actually happened, what opportunities did I miss, and so forth. So I'm going to go through these Forex pairs, each one of them, using the ocean wave. And if you want me to, I can go through the simplicity as well. Just let me know in the comments below. And I'm just doing a review of what actually happened. So here's the deal. This week, the reason why this is going to be my first one doing it is because, as you guys remember, and I'm going to pull this on screen, and make sure to watch my video tomorrow for news events and updates on the signal service, so you guys will know what's happening with that, okay? But as you guys can remember, I went over the news events last Sunday that was coming out for this past trading week. Today is Saturday. So there was tons and tons and tons of news. The big one that fizzled out was the Fed interest rates, which it actually turned out to be not much, but something happened afterwards and the market started popping off. This one was the shocker. Normally non-farm payroll, it's okay, but it ain't that big of a deal over the Fed interest rates. But this thing made the market go crazy on Friday. The GBP shot up, the AUDs. I mean, it was just a wild, wild, wild market. So I'm going to look over these charts and kind of go one by one, just a quick review and say, okay, which ones did what. So as you can see, and I'm doing all these from the 15 and 30 minute, primarily the 30, but I used the 15. So when that news came out, man, it was a spiker. And you can see right here, let me show you guys, if we can do this, from the AUD, what it looked like from there. So you can see, my God, this thing went crazy. All the AUD pairs just shot completely up. It was ridiculous. That one went down. That was a great trade, by the way. Bouncing up to 415er. Here's AUD CAD. Okay, making a double top. Looking really, really good for next week. But who knows over the weekend what'll happen. So we'll see. But you see all these pairs, they just went ballistic. And here's some AUD pairs, they just completely dropped. So I'm going to go through the ocean wave and see. Look at that. That was mad crazy. Look at that. You could have caught that one on for the simplicity, by the way. Mad crazy. Here's gold right here. Did its head and shoulders, look like that's what it's creating. The indices did this. Went crazy. So let's go over to the ocean wave and see what happened. So here's AUD off the 30 minute. It gave you clear early warning. I'm going to hit Control Y and see how early. So basically, here was Friday, here was Thursday. So on Wednesday, it gave you heads up that it was going to go. Okay, and if you ever want to bring up your day separators, just hit Control Y. Okay, Control Y. And again, we're just doing a weekend analysis. That's all. A weekend look back over opportunities that we could have missed. Okay, this one happened. This is the AUD JPY, which we saw shot up, but you had 1, 2, 3, 4 days in advance to have gotten into this one, and that shot up for 200 pips. The AUD, it shot up for 131. This one, it kind of fizzled out. It had been going up for quite some time, all the way back here. This was a clear runner, and to the neutral zone, that was 200 pips, so that was a runner. And it pulled back. That's the AUD where we saw this right here, where it double topped up here. Students, y'all should have caught that 415er right here. Those who have the simplicity, you could have caught that and rolled it right on down for the 415er with the simplicity system. AUD, This one, you could have caught this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a week ago. So this one just been a straight run up until a week ago, 171 pips on here. That's where this is. So for me, seeing that it's doing this, I wouldn't ocean wave it. I'll let this thing go. That's the benefit of having both systems. I can see where now this is telling me personally. I mean, do what y'all want, but me personally, I wouldn't get into this. Not for a continuation. It's looking like it's double topping, so I wouldn't do that. But anyway, on this one, I told you guys the Swiss pairs with the ocean wave is my actual favorite pairs to trade now. It used to be my worst. Those who've been with me for years, you know that. It used to be my absolute worst pair. I hated the Swiss, but now that I'm actually created a system that goes with the flow of the market, you can see why it's my favorite pair. Because if you're trying to be a reversal trader, meaning supply and demand zone, support and resistance, bouncing off of trend lines, Donchian channels, Elliott wave, all these different things, not Elliott wave theory, but any of the types of trading styles that require you to do reversals. You're looking for a bounce or rejection levels. This is by far, I'm just warning you, please, please, please don't consider the Swiss. And you can actually see why. When it runs very, very smoothly in one direction for quite some time. And you can see this one was on a downtrend and it went down and down and down. So anybody who was trying to catch this for a reversal, you would have been towed up for many, many times. So that's why I was always telling you guys, if you're trying to trade reversals, don't leave the Swiss alone. But for the ocean wave, because it trades with a trend, this is actually my favorite. It's actually my favorite. Any Swiss combination is my favorite. So this one gave you heads up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in advance. And I'm talking to you guys, but I'm also talking to myself. And that was 156 pips. And looking over here, this was what it was. See that move? And you can see that double bottom right here. See? But for those who kept trying to catch it, here's the daily dot. See what I mean, guys? Who have the daily dot, which is typically very, very trustful. You can see it's very, very trusting, which you can get that from the signal service. It's a free indicator we give away in our signal service. You can see it's very dependable, typically. But sometimes with the Swiss, that thing, it can break through. That's why I always depend only on the ocean wave if I'm going to trade the Swiss. Okay, let's go to the next one, CAD JPY. That one came up with news, but not much there. It just continued a little bit from here to here. It was about 50 pips. Okay, about 50 of them. That's that. See how it looks janky on regular charts where the price action looks really scary. You don't know what to do. But here, it was right here. You could have got in yesterday and made about 50 pips in 24 hours. Not bad. Swiss JPY, it's just slow. Swiss JPY is one of the slowest ones on the ocean wave. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to make it bigger in the 1 hour, and it will just go sideways for a while, and then it just slowly drops off. That's what it does. See, like it did here? Just goes slow, and then boom, it just slides on up. So I'm expecting this one just to do the same. It's just sitting there, and then slowly it'll dip over and just slide. Okay, CAD Swiss. All right, here we go. 30-minute time frame. And I'm going to shrink this a bit. This was one that I was in, but I did close it out for over the weekend. And this one is a nice one. I do like the CAD Swiss. Okay, so if you would have hopped in here, and it just continued from there. It did go to a neutral zone, but then it just kept on going. So from here to here, you'll be up 33 pips so far. Okay, EG finally went down. It went up for quite some time, and I'll go to the 1 hour so y'all can see that. And again, if you don't like these videos, just let me know below. I won't do any more, but this is really me going through my process of looking over each one of the pairs so that I can sharpen my skills of spotting trades and trusting systems and the information that they're giving. So that next time I'll know, okay, you know what, all right, here's what I could have did. So this one has been on a slow up tear. I will say that Euro GBP is not my favorite pair to trade, but hey, it is what it is. See, and here's the reason why. Look at how it did some price action, but realistically, it was going sideways for most of the part. It's constantly going up and down sideways. So I don't really trade the Euro GBP. Okay. The other reason why this is happening, I decided, let me see if this works, if people like it, because a lot of people say, hey, Uncle P, what's your thought process on XYZ? So I'm just showing you my thought process. Realistically, if it was me, you know what? Sign up for the Signal Service, let Elvis do the work. Let Miss Jenny do the work, to be honest with you. Let them do the work and just get away from these charts, okay? If that's the case, all right? All right, now this one, Euro Swiss. And I forgot to add this. If you was in my class on Wednesdays and I gave you my list of pairs that I like to trade using the Ocean Wave system, the Euro Swiss, I forgot to add that. Anything Swiss combo is my favorite. Anything Swiss, okay? Look at this. See, because when it gets going, and it doesn't stop no time soon, okay? And this one was 146 pips to the upside. Euro NZD, also one of the ones I like to trade. If you shrink this a bit, we can see how thin it was running. It runs thin upwards, went consolidated for a while, but once it goes down, it's heading down. And it still looked like it got plenty of downside room. I will wait for price action, or me personally, do what you want, but I'm waiting for price action, hopefully to pull back up and retest the main wave. And if so, then I definitely want to hop into this one. I got my confirmations here, and I'm going to hit Control Y to remove my day separators. And if you're new, day separators, hit Control Y on your computer, and the day separators will simply separate price action for each individual day. That's all it does. So if you're on the 30-minute time frame, this is Friday, this is Thursday, this is Wednesday. So you could have been in this trade riding it, just riding it since Wednesday, and you've been up 112 pips so far. Okay, so. Now this one here has been on a consistent tear, and I told you the CADs is my other favorite because they run pretty consistently. You have to do with oil, okay? So when that's the case, this thing has been running consistently. Here's the first exit on the neutral zone when it turns blue. You would have been up 252 pips. Wow, golly. Okay, and this thing looked like it's still saying, hey, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, EG, that one. EG, I like EG. I'm sorry, EJ, which is Euro JPY. It's okay, but honestly, it's been in a sideways pattern with the, and I'll show you this from the daily. See, from the daily perspective, you can actually see exactly what's going on. So when we drop down to the ocean wave, you can see why this thing has just been sitting sideways. So realistically, I know it's pretty down here and saying up. I think it's just consolidating. It's just consolidating, and so for me, it's not my favorite. Not right now. Maybe in the future, but right now, it's just consolidating off that daily. So I don't want to fool with it. No. Now here's another one. Here you go. So you could have rolled this one down. And so if you were just doing a 1-to-1, this one you could have got about 79, 80 pips right here off your first run. Then it went to the neutral zone second time around. It went down to 214 pips. 214. Wow. And I did miss that one. And this is why I'm doing these videos, because honestly, I did miss this one. I missed it. Go to the 1 hour. 1 hour told you that same thing. 15-minute. You could have got in. Boom. Oh, that's smooth. But you see how small these candles are? So if you put your stop loss above one of these waves, you can see that since the candles are small, the threat of you being stopped out is very minimal. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I like these. The threat of being stopped out is extremely minimal, and that's what I need. I need minimal threat, so I can sleep in peace. Okay. All right. So that was one that I did miss. Jeez. Unfortunate. All right. So here we go. Euro. Now Euro was interesting. I don't trade the Euro a lot, even though it gave a good alert and everything else, but I don't trade it a lot because it's attached to too much news. You remember on my Sunday videos, I told you guys, look at that, this is off the daily. You can tell it was heading up. See, it was in an uptrend. Arrow came in on simplicity. So this told you up. But see how it broke out on Friday's news? That's what I'm saying. So who called it? Either one of these could have called it. You can see that double support right here, and it bounced straight on up. But this is one that I did miss, which is why I'm doing this review, not just for you, but for me. I missed it because I just don't trust it. It's too much news to come out on the Euro and the USD. So this is one of my least favorite pairs, not because of the setups, but because of the news itself. I just don't like how much news comes out on these, and it causes it, as you can see, it can be pretty uncertain. As you can see here, its historical pattern shows me I can't trust you. So that's why I don't put this on my favorite list. You can see it. Okay. And again, leave a comment below if this is helpful. If so, then I'll do some more of these, for the Saturday review or whatever, Friday or Saturday review. Pretty much Saturdays I'll do a review video if I have the time, if this is helpful to you. But if not, then I'll just keep it to myself, because this is what I do sometimes on the weekend. I just look at what's going on, what I missed, and should I have taken it, should I have not. And so even though this one busted a cap of pips all the way up to here, that was a 150 pip move. So that's a lot of pips. But do I feel bad that I missed it? Not at all, because I just don't trust the Euro USD. That's not my favorite pair. I'm not good at it. Mr. Elvis, in the Signals group, he trades it. He's good at it. But each one of us, we're good at certain things. And so, Miss Jenny is a beast in what she does. Mr. Elvis is good at what he does. And I'm good at what I do. But I will admit, I'm not good at trading the Euro USD. It's just too much news. Too much on each one. The Euro get a lot of news, and the USD get a lot of news. So let me show you what I mean. See? Euro, 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 Euro. USD, 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 USD. See what I'm saying? JPY had one event. NZD had one event. The Swiss had two events only, and that's kind of extra for it, because normally it don't get a lot of events. GBP only had two events. Get what I'm saying? The CAD had one event. See what I'm saying? So out of all these, look, Euro had 1, 2, 3, 4. USD had 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's quite typical. So I don't trade it. Anyway, let me move on, because I didn't plan on it. And that's it. Here you go again. But I'll tell y'all about this Swissy. GBP Swiss. Look at this beast. Oh my God. Wow. That's 196 pips, and I wasn't in this trade. Dang it. Oh my God. I missed it. Should have got that. Okay. This is GBP NZD to the downside. Now again, in my personal opinion, this is just me. When you're trading certain pairs, and you're going through your checklist of checkoffs, this one is heading down, but GBP is heading, Swiss is heading up. So which one should you choose? Pick one, but don't pick both, because if a news event comes out on the GBP, it kind of cancels each other's out, because one is heading down, one is heading up, and they could spike in any direction, and you can lose on both, or one or the other. So I always decide to go with the one that I can trust the most, and that would be GBP Swiss or GBP CAD, one of those two. But I wouldn't try to be in one pair that's GBP going up and another pair that GBP going down, the one that the Euro going up and another one the Euro going down. Just pick one that's in a direction you trust, and you're just gonna have to let the other one go, okay? Because news come out, it can jack up both of your positions, okay? Like Friday's news event, that was ridiculous. Okay, so GBP is heading down, see, but this one is heading up. I told you the CAD is my second favorite pair, and this one, it hit the neutral zone, but it's still trying to push a little bit higher. Let's check it over here. Just double checking. See, that thing is a straight tear to the upside. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, here we go. GJ went consolidated, did the spongy bob flat, and then shot up. So, okay, and all this was still look good to go. This is downside. Okay, I see you. I see you. That one is one I could have took. All right, now GU. A lot of people now, if I had to choose between GBP USD or Euro USD, it would be GU. Because, and let me go to the 1 hour so you can get a better perspective. It's just sideways realistically. It's doing, except for this Friday's news. Now, from the 15 perspective, yes, you could have took it from the 15. The 15 is smooth. See what I'm saying? And that would have netted you about 200 pips. But if we're from the 30 minute, look how soon it caught it. And I'm going to hit Control Y. Okay, bring up the day separator. So before Friday's big jump on the news, let's go to GU and take a look at that one. Look at that. Bam. So if you had the simplicity system, see, it was in the batter's box, constantly just bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. It didn't reach the bottom of our simplicity zone, but it was constantly dancing off of the support levels. And if you had the daily dot from the signals group, it was bouncing off of that. And bam, that thing, when that news came through with the non-farm payroll this past Friday, bam, that thing went nuts. It went nuts. But let's check this, and this showed you to get in 24 hours in advance, because this is Friday, this was Thursday, so it told you, hey, get in, get in, get in. And when it did, had you got in, you would have netted about 200 pips on that. Dang. Do I regret it? Not really, because again, out of all the pairs, yeah, I should have taken this one, to be honest. No excuse. I should have taken this one. It was telling me. And the G pairs don't get a lot of news, so yeah, I should have taken that one. Dang it. And I didn't. Now, this is one that I also missed. Dumb. Golly. See how everything lined up? Yeah, this was showing MACD was above the zero line. Arrow came in. But I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of you guys like to take on a lot of risk. I don't. So the reason why I didn't take this is because I knew in 24 hours the next day, which was Friday, that the non-farm payroll was coming out. And, you know, I don't know what kind of news it was going to do. But sure enough, look at this. Even from Simplicity, whether you had Simplicity or Ocean, both of them told you the same thing. Look at that. Boom. Created a higher high. And then, boom, that news event took off. Oh, my God, I missed that money. Missed it. So anyway, it was a trust issue. 114 pips on that one. It was a trust issue. I just got nervous. Man, I don't know which way the news is going to push it. Now, see, here you go again with the Swissers. NCD CHF. It's not chief or chef. It's Swiss CHF. That's what it stands for. It's the Swiss currency. Okay. Let me show you guys this real quick. And again, comment below. Okay, let me show you this. All right, because some of you guys don't believe me. See, let me make this smaller. See, CHF, it stands for the Swiss franc. See, Swiss franc, that's what it is. It's the Swiss. It's out here, Chief. It's the Chief. I'm trading the Chief. Kansas City Chiefs. It's not the Chief. It's not Chef. It's the Swiss franc. Okay, so now you know. All right, so the Swiss franc is my absolute favorite with Ocean Wave. Look how smooth and simple that is. Look, 134 pips. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 days, just say 135 divided by 5 days. That's about 27 pips a day. 27 pips a day. With the standard lot, that's basically $270 a day. And let's do some math. So standard lot, that's $270 a day times 5 days. That means you made $1,300 in a week off of just slow pairs. Now again, if you have higher lot size, then of course, you know, you can, if you like had 2 lots, then you times that by 2. That means you made $2,700 in a week, and you times that by 4 weeks. And that's about 10 grand a month just off of one pair, the Swiss. Not bad. Okay, so anyway, let's move on. NZD CAT, another one. Again, and you can see I drew a line right here because I want to see, okay, if I get into this trade, what would happen if I enter right here? Okay, and as you can see, it told me the truth. And that one shot up for 118 pips. Let's take a look at it here. Oh my God. These are ones that I'm saying, when you hear me say, oh my God, that tells you what? Dumb me. It was so many news events until I just didn't trade it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh godly. Even from Simplicity, you can see here's the low. It didn't touch all the way to the bottom of the zone, but it created a low, came up, created a higher low, and it just took off on Friday's news event. Again, the news events, they can go either way. That's what be freaking me out on news events. I can't stand news events. It freaks me out, man. It really do. But if you would have got in way back here to here, you'll be up 148 pips, and that'll be 6 days, 6 days ago. But if you just got in right before, it told you 2 days in advance to go ahead and buy actually 3 days, because this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Oh, God, P. Oh, and see, here's another one you should be having on your radar if you have the ocean wave. That's this, see, just straight money. 161. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, if you're going to get the ocean wave, or if you already have it, one of the problems is, and I'll get into this one, I was expecting this move right here. I just didn't get into it. See, I saw it right here. I saw it on the 15. I knew it was going to come across. Let me go to over here, kind of show y'all what I saw right there. Bam. So if you had the 415, the simplicity system, there it was. See that? Right there. It was there. Okay. So I was expecting this one. Okay. And I'm going to bring up the day separators. So this is Friday, Thursday. Arrow came in on Wednesday. Okay. And I'm going to mark a line so we can mark where the arrow came in. Go back to your 4 hour, and there it was. Perfect trade. If you have the simplicity system, it was absolutely perfect. And that would have netted you 227 pips for the reversal, midweek reversal. Those who come to my class, my free class, which is, by the way, the link is below for our weekly Zoom class. But I told you about the midweek reversal, so I was expecting this one on simplicity. Just absolutely gorgeous, no matter what time frame you look at it from, see? But if you did the 415 strategy, right there, it was beautiful. I was expecting it, okay? Oh my God. So, ocean wave, again, when you hear me saying, oh my, I didn't get in the trade. Why? Because I freaked out because of news. I did, honestly. I missed a lot of opportunities this week. That would, from here to here, that would have netted you 88 pips. Okay, 88. Now this one, the CS Swiss, I really wanted to get into the Swiss. I'm waiting on that one. See, CHF Swiss. Okay, boom. Let's go over here. Same thing. 4 hour. Yeah, that's 4 hours. See, stopped up right here. You can see it was in the downtrend. Let me hit Control Y, remove these day separators. And again, you guys, honestly, if you're tired of trading, just sign up for the Signal service. Let Elvis and Miss Jenny do this trading for you. We still are, and a lot of people are waiting on the trade copier service. We are working on that still. I'll let you guys know in advance when that service is ready. We're working out the bugs and the kinks so that once we release it, it'll be a smooth process for all of you guys, a smooth experience. So we're just behind the scenes working on that, but we are. But in the meantime, I'm just saying, hey, let them do it. Let them trade. This one I was really wanted to get in. Oh my God, my hands were itching. Oh my goodness. Have you ever just had itchy hands? You know what I mean? You try to put some calamine lotion or something to stop the itching. And my hands was itching for USD CAD. I knew this one was heading downhill. See, way back here. Look at that, from the 15. I knew this one was going to go down, 136. But again, I freaked out. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh my gosh. 415er. There it is. Easy money. And oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Jeez. All right. Let's go to the last ones that you guys like. Gold and the indices. So gold was interesting. Let's go to the 30-minute. Gold, I seen this arrow, but I didn't get into it. All this was here, but I was like, you know what, man, this thing been on such a long run. I'm going to shrink the candles. Look at how long this thing been running to the downside. Again, you could have just ripped apart. Then when it goes to the upside, look how long this thing been going. Oh my God, that's like 1,400 pips. Okay, 1,400 pips. And for those who is in my live trade session, let's go to this right here, my live class, and let's go to that 4 hour. Remember, way back, how many weeks ago? Like 2 weeks ago, you was live and in class. We did this, and this is prior to the war. We had took this trade the weekend of October, right before the war happened. This where we entered this trade as a tester, and one of the students had asked, "Hey, Uncle P, you think we should stay in this trade?" Remember that? Y'all remember? Live in class, we discussed this one. The weekend happened where this gap right here, this spacing, is where the war took place. Hamas launched rockets into Israel, and the war began. Gold ended up spiking right here, and it hasn't stopped going up since because of the war. Remember, when people are in a panic, they actually jump to hard assets like gold and silver, stuff like that. Okay. So that's what happened. So that gap, and it just kept on going, and that's what you're seeing here with the ocean wave. It just was a smooth sail, which is why I like the ocean wave, because I can see how smooth it rides, and that's why I shrink my candles so I don't get freaked out over all the little humps and bumps and pullbacks. I don't see pullbacks here. Okay, I don't see much of that. So it just keeps it clean for me to see, okay, where are you going, which keeps me very grounded, because all I need to know is exactly where you're trying to go. Now, me personally, now that I see that it's, creating a possible head and shoulders right here, see that right here? Here's the head, shoulder, shoulder. It spiked up because of news, but then came right back. It looks like it's at a shoulder point. Would I continue to go to the upside? No, that's why I didn't take it. It could slow down now at this point. But y'all do what you want. That's y'all account. Now, here's something that I did get in, but I closed out before the news event came out. So, and I'm going to go here and look at that. Oh my God, I should have. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna suck back my oh my God on this one. All right, so on this one, I got it on the 15-minute, and I got some on this first spike, and I closed it. Because again, NFP was coming out, non-farm payroll. Now, I do say this, that NFP affects the stock market more than it does currencies a lot of times, or now, but in this situation, it went nuts on both. But the point is that I know the stock market really gets shaken based on economic data a lot more than the currency pair. So with a non-farm payroll, I knew it was going to be some turbulence. Which way it was going to go, I don't know. And so since I was in profit on this one, I just went on and closed it out before the news event. But look, this ocean wave told you, especially, and I took it from the 15-minute, it told you 1 day, 2 days, 3, 4 days in advance. Oh my goodness. This is the S&P 500, which is another one I really, really like more than the others. And look at this, 1 day, 2, 3, 4 days in advance. And this one told you 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty much the same. So anyway, all right, y'all, that's my conclusion of kick myself in the butt. I missed so much opportunity. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, what bothers me is because during one of the heaviest news events, it's one of the weeks that I could have made the absolute record-breaking amount of money if I would have just trusted the ocean wave. I didn't trust it for news. I don't trust any trading system for news because I'm scared that news can go either direction, which is how I used to lose a lot of trades. So in my head, I'm always very, very gun shy of trading during news events because, again, I used to hop in trades, and that's what used to break my accounts is news events. So we built systems that, especially Ocean Wave, we built a system that can really, really do it, as you can clearly see, but I still have this stigma in my head. I don't know. Leave a comment below if you're like that. You've been through so many losses, and so now you're just gun shy on certain things. And I've developed the system, yet I'm still gun shy when it comes to big news events like Fed interest rates, which came out this week. I was gun shy on that because I didn't know what they was going to say, because if they say they're going to raise interest rates, the truth is the dollar would have shot up even more. But because they said they're going to leave interest rates exactly where they are, that's the reason why the Fed interest rate news, which is typically a big news event, it completely fizzled out. It just didn't do anything. That's the reason why. And that's the reason why when the next news event came out on the dollar, you see it doing a strong pullback because investors are like, okay, you ain't paying us no more extra interest rates on it. So they sold out. It peaked and sold out, which is what you saw. So again, I just got gun shy. I missed great opportunities. God knows I missed. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And this one I knew, and I kept telling myself, jump in, jump in, jump in. But again, my phobia from all those news events where I lost tons of money in the past, it just keeps me conservative when it comes to news events. So I should have. So lesson learned, and let me know again last time if this video was helpful. Comment below and let me know if this helped you. If not, then guess what? On my Saturdays, I keep this to myself. I just do it for myself. I ain't tripping. But as I'm working through the processes, I try to do videos to help you guys as my fellow retail traders to kind of process what happened to you over the weekend as well, so we can do it as a group. Okay. And my classes are every Wednesday, so if you want to join, just click on the link below every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you have a question off of my reviews as well, off of one of these video reviews, and you say, hey, Uncle P, what do anything, you can actually talk to me live during question and answer period on Wednesdays. Okay, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay, all right, you guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's video for news events and for the signal service updates. So I go over those every Sunday. I really suggest that you really start watching those videos so you'll learn what news events are coming up, and you'll know why I get freaked out. And like this week, this was hell week. Okay, the news events could have went any direction. That's the problem. It was highly successful this week, but it don't mean it's going to be successful every week, because what if the news would have went the other way? We could be looking at a completely different situation. Get what I'm saying? That's why I do news events. So watch my news event tomorrow.